What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another cow. Fuck. Alright. Welcome to another Rail Bros production video. We're playing Train Simulator again, but it's not just me and Josh this time. We are joined by Ankur Gupta, who is a classmate that goes to Sac State with me, and also my rail fanning partner here in Sacramento, I suppose. So he is here, and we're currently driving UP 1989 on the Donner Pass route, even though this is set in 1990s is what I believe. So as you can see, there's a lot more tracks there. And also, there is notice something different. Because there's the shots. What's here, what's not here that's supposed to be there?
Road.
The Amtrak station.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
It's
the
not-
Amtrak station is
Yeah, it's
missing.
not there, because here's that bridge right here.
Yeah.
And then over here is the, there's the Y that goes off. So the gazebo would be about, here. Right here, so. Anyway, so let's get right onto this. We're heading, so, we have full. I don't really care about breaking speed limits, I should point this out. So if I start speeding, I don't care unless I derail. Now, what we're going to be doing is we're going to be talking about what's going wrong with the South Bay Historical Railroad Society. Did I say that right?
Yes, that's correct.
Yes, so both Josh and Ankur are members. I am not. So these are their opinions, and this is also what I've seen over the past 2 or 3 years. No, I think it's 2, because that's when I started getting really involved. But anyway, so yeah, we're driving in 1989 on an excursion up the Donner Pass over to Sparks Yard, which is in Nevada and past Reno. So first of all, Ankur, what do you think is really wrong with the club? Because over the years, I've noticed that some things have been, like, rules and restrictions have been changed that are kind of ridiculous, but at the same time, they aren't. What is your opinion on those?
So, the South Bay Historical Society, there's a series of problems. One is just the coordination of people among each other. People don't know how to communicate there unless they're, in the board, or if they're in the corporate, if they're a corporate member. We have 3 types of memberships, one being standard, the other one being corporate, and the last one being honorary. Most of the decisions are made through corporate members, and with that, whatever the corporate members want is what goes. It
That's
goes
what goes
their way.
down.
Right. Another big problem is there is a certain way that corporate members, most of them are in their, most of them are 60
Most of them are
plus.
like, yeah, they're like
Most of
elderly.
them are close to retired, if not already retired, and they want the younger members, such as teenagers and people like that,
And also people that are Josh's age as well.
people that are like middle school age as well, elementary age. They want them to act as a mature, in a mature setting. However, the younger audience, they don't really see the same eye to eye as the older guys do.
Mm-hmm.
That's another big problem. Another big problem is membership. Our membership dues have gone up significantly. I haven't been a member since 2013.
That is
And when I first joined, the membership fee was $20 a month.
Really?
And now it's 30.
Yes.
And now it's $35.
Oh wow.
Oh, well, for a senior discount that I get with my grandpa joining, it's 30.
Now, if you
Well,
have,
you're a lucky
if you're
boy.
a senior, if you're 65
citizen,
plus,
yeah.
60 plus, whatever, yeah, there's a slight discount. But however, these dues only seem to be going up.
Mm-hmm.
And while I understand they are going up,
It's kind of like gas prices, in the in the South Bay mostly. Like if you're in like Mountain View, for example, the price of gas might be like $4.79, but if you go to Santa Clara, it might be $4.05. But it's just like
right,
gas price,
yeah.
depending on like what's going on in the time period, gas prices will either be high or they'll be low. But I don't really know how that works.
Another big problem is the HO layout. The HO layout is the
Most heavily active.
more popular one over N scale.
Well, I think
And what really started happening is so as I said, I've been a member since 2013. One of the few things that I've seen over the years is when we had our former layout chairman, he didn't really Woody was his name, He did not really actively watch what people are doing, and so people kind of just made up their own rules and started doing what they wanted to do, as opposed to following a train master, knowing what is right to do, and like what's permitted, what's not permitted. People didn't really. There was no sort of ground rules to follow. It was just do your own thing. And
it's just like, don't hit another train. You're fucking fine.
Yes, and during my past few years, I have seen I've seen 3 wrecks occur right in front of me, and yes, it's entertaining, but it's entertaining for me, the viewer, and it gets the other people, it gets the members in trouble that I hate, but it's also bad for those.
Like my scenario where it wasn't my fault. I got the clearance, but the guy didn't listen, just kept on going.
Now, what do you think of that? Because you were there, that happened, and I've shown you the picture. And I'm pretty sure you've heard different sides of it, like, oh, it was Josh's fault. No, it was Noah's fault. Now, whose fault do you honestly think it was?
Well, whoever was on the main line, it's clearly going to be they have the right of way, and so
it's like cars.
Yeah.
If you're turning in.
Yeah, if you are waiting to get out onto the main road or main line, whatever it may be, you need to wait your turn.
I already got clearance via train master to cross over by that point. I already got clearance. And I announced I was crossing over.
Now, let me elaborate a little bit more on the SPHRS. The people that are in charge, or the people that now, 5 years later, the club completely flipped. A lot of people, they don't like the rules that are implemented, but the rules are there because
rules are rules.
We're trying to make it as a. We're trying to make. Okay, we are chartered as a museum. We're not chartered as a babysitting club or whatever. We're not just a
babysitting clubs are daycares.
Yeah, whatever, daycare. Like we're not a daycare. Okay, and that's why they have put up the age limit to now 10. That you have to be 10 to join.
Yep.
Which I kind of believe they need to take it to 14, because even on the boxes here, I'm just gonna pull this box as an example.
Yes, we have
the box. The box says it's not even. Yeah, they should 14.
It says
you shouldn't be if you're under 14, you shouldn't be really.
Yep.
Using these. These are my kind of like they're like
they are models. They're also expensive.
They're not toys. They're models.
Yes.
And
the box he is referring.
Anker, I'm 13, but I have those things. I have years of experience with them.
He sounds like an old woman trying to talk about sex. with age comes years of experience.
No, but.
Josh, I've had a lot of experience as well. I think you need, I think it just takes time. All right.
Yeah. For example, what Anker was referring to is that I have a Atherton ready to. No, I just said it again. I mean Athearn. I always get that mixed up. I have an Athearn ready to roll, 48-foot Husky stack car with TTX, but it says on the top of the box Age recommendation, not for children under 14 years. This is not a toy. It also contains chemicals known in the state of California to cause cancer, birth defects, or other reproductive harm. So don't swallow this. Otherwise, your baby might come out like... Shut up, Josh. Anyway. So, yeah, and I have to agree with that. These models are definitely not toys, and I remember I was there. I was at the club one day. Well, it's actually a museum, so I should have said museum. And I was at the museum, and Ankur was running one of his trains around the HO layout, and that's supposed to be the Rockland station right here.
Okay.
That little tiny thing, which is really stupid looking. But the Colfax station is pretty good looking though. All
right.
But so, what happened was that there was a little kid. Some parent had brought her like 4-year-old boy,
3 or 4-year-old,
a toddler or something like that. Yeah, and he went up and grabbed. I believe it was one of your spine cars, right? It was something like it was either a spine car or a flat car that he grabbed.
I think a flat car. I don't have any spine cars.
Yeah.
So,
Yes, you do. You have a spine car. No, it's a center beam. That's what it is. Not a spine car. I think he grabbed. I think it was a center beam.
Center beam, yeah, most likely.
He grabbed a center beam that was on your train, and
oh my God! There's some people walking across the trestle right next to me.
So.
I don't care. If they get hit, that's my content.
Josh really wants to see a train wreck or somebody get hit. That's where his mind. That's where his mind sits.
Because that's the only way we get fucking views.
Okay, let's see if the train survives. You see my speed limit? I'm going 60 in a 30-mile-per-hour zone.
Yeah.
You can hear the wheels squealing away. But it goes straight back up to 70 for some reason, so I think I'm alright.
Yeah, but continue with the story?
What?
Continue with the story?
But yeah, so anyway, so the kid literally grabs his center beam and just yanks it off the train, I believe. And then, but his mom was there to like stop him and grab it and then give it back to you or something like that. And she's like, no. It's like, yeah, that's the dangerous part about it.
And this part of the layout, we don't have the
any
plexiglass over it. It's over on that curve in between switch 24 and 25 over there on that.
For people that know.
Yeah. And what people don't really understand is that these models are expensive.
Oh, yes,
we spend our hard-earned money, whether it be from a job or allowance,
or your savings,
or whatever, to buy these things. And it's not like a $2 or $3 item.
It's not. Yeah, these aren't like the wooden Thomas the Tank Engine.
These aren't like these are like $20, $30, maybe even $40, $50, up to $80.
Cars specifically. Now, some of these cars, if they're in sets, they will be over $100. Like a set of Husky well cars from like Bowser or Rapido trains, that'll cost you about
for instance.
Those will.
There you go.
Sure. They will cost you around. I believe I saw one was like $127.99, and then another one was like $107.
Yeah, they can go up from like $120 to like $160, $170.
Yep.
Just depends on the type of car. Depends how many are in the set.
Now, do you recall how much your Intermountain Tier 4 Gevo was? Do you know how much? My
Intermountain Tier 4 Gevo, that was around $225.
Yeah.
The only reason I actually got it for a little bit cheaper is because I bought it online. Normally, if you were to go buy those in
like an actual shop,
hobby shop, or a model train store, model
or
store,
at a convention or something,
or like in person, you'd probably be paying around $240, $250.
Yeah,
maybe $260.
Did you buy it? You bought it off of eBay?
I bought it off of eBay, brand new, for about $225.
Yeah. And Josh has been looking a lot through eBay. He's been wanting to get a switching locomotive, like a Jeep 38 or a fuck these headphones, or a just some kind of switcher for his because what he wants to do is that he wants to do all scale trains power for his mainline freight, and
basically all scale trains power, but like more higher end, like Aston Genesis and scale train.
Yeah. So. And then he wants to get some like a cheaper switcher that has sound in it though, that he can do, because he also wants to do yard operations like switching, because he likes to play He owns Train Sim, but he also owns Train Sim World, which is the like higher end looking version of this game,
Yeah.
and they have the Caltrain route on that as well.
Mhm.
And he's been doing a lot of the scenarios, and he really likes to do the yard switching scenarios. Correct, Josh?
Yeah.
And whereas me, I just like to do the quick drives because I don't have the patience for doing yard switching operations, which is probably another reason why I won't join the club. Also, I just don't care about rules. I just want to go full force at the full speed and go yeehaw. Yeah, but
Now, we do have a new event. It's called Trains of Twilight, and it's specifically designated for, 18 plus
members.
crowd. Members only. And that's where, the rules are kind of lightly, there are not as many rules because not that many people would show up as compared to a regular
younger.
Tuesday or Saturday
Yeah.
when there's a lot of crowd.
Yeah, especially on Saturdays, or especially on the open house when it's just all children everywhere.
Yeah.
I mean, that's like the only times you ever get like really good attendance is during the train shows. Is like
Right.
because that's when
we
the
also
only
have two open houses every year. One in April, one in November, the first weekend,
whatever.
and those are our biggest events.
They are.
We usually have somewhere between 500 to 1,000 people.
Every like in the
Show
span
up.
of 2 days.
Yeah, in the span of 2 days,
Yeah.
and that's a lot of revenue generated for.
The club.
Yeah,
Our club.
and we also have a shop there that members get a first look at the Tuesday before the show happens, so
But-
they get like first dibs.
Yeah, which means
Uh,
that all
like
the
what
good
the-
stuff is gone by the time the actual people get in there, which I think is kind of unfair.
Why?
Well, because if the members get it first, I mean, I understand members, it's because it's you guys are doing it.
Yeah.
But what if some other enthusiast that's part of a different club and it's all he can, and he can't find something, but they have it, but then he gets swiped up by a member? That's gonna take. How do you think that he's gonna feel?
Yeah, not.
Because when I go there, all the shit that I grab, except for a few things, are still. It's because I look long and hard because I don't always look at the stuff that's in those white boxes that they're like, oh, these were hand built by our members. They were weathered. They had metal wheels and the perfect couplers, and those little metal wires at the bottom of the couplers were snipped off, which I hate because it looks unrealistic. I've only bought one of those, but it was a 3-bay United black carbon hopper, and it was just it runs well, but the couplers are just like they just like come loose, kind of what you were talking about.
Yeah.
Atherton Red Roll stuff.
We also
Yeah,
have
and
a
it's kind of
consignment section
Yeah.
in the company store where we actually, where certain members will put parts of their equipment on sale for
Yeah.
whatever price they feel is,
Necessary.
satisfactory. Now, I do disagree with some of those prices.
Mhm.
Especially, the older guys. They want to
They want a lot.
they want to have a
I think that
higher
freight train coming.
social
Might have to
security
go for a
benefit,
second.
Mm-hmm.
They want to make more money than they try to buy really low and then they try to sell really high.
Yeah, that's
Why if you ever buy anything on consignment, I recommend you wait till about Sunday around 2 p.m. So they want to get rid of everything,
yeah.
and so they will drop the price by $10-15. If a
Yeah.
car is, let's say, $50 on Saturday morning,
Mm-hmm.
it'll be
And
20
if it's not
Sunday
bought.
afternoon.
Yeah.
If it's not bought, yeah.
And I see like a lot of things that I think kind of go away. Well, at least I've bought a couple locomotives there, and I kind of regret it at the same time. But I also don't, because I bought an old BNSF-9 that I really love, and also a BNF-45. But also I see sometimes the same locomotives that I saw like in April. Like if I went to like
right.
yeah.
Did you hear that?
I was curious about what that was. What was it?
I think it's out of Canyon Railway, but I think I got a freight train coming. I don't know. There's horns come from every single fucking direction.
Okay. Well then, we'll have, I guess, a horn or two. I didn't know that Niles Canyon operated on Sundays.
Oh, they are? I
Yeah.
didn't know.
Yeah, there's
Okay.
a steam train running right now.
They have what?
They have a steam train running right now.
Which one?
I didn't get a good look at it.
Oh. All right. But yeah. But like I was saying, so I will sometimes see the same locomotives like I did. Like if I'm there in November, I'll see the same locomotives that I might have seen on in April. Is that my setup? Is that my setup?
But
Yeah.
I'm going to shed some light about what happened on the Tuesday before the show. People coming with big bills, big budget, big I'm just kidding about the last one. But they come with
Hold on. Did you say big bills, big budgets, and big cocks?
Yeah.
You, sir, need to watch your mouth.
And I'm alone. And I hear a rumbling
Is it in your tumbly?
of like an engine.
Oh. You know, Winnie the Pooh goes, I'm rumbly in my tumbly. Wait, can you say it in an Indian accent too? I'm rumbly in my tumbly.
I am rumbling my tummy.
Well, I'd like to point out, oops. I didn't mean to do that. I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to go into the accent. I did that unintentionally. Hunger is Indian.
Anyway,
Yeah,
moving on.
Yeah. So what were you shedding light about? So they have big bills and big budgets, but what else?
They're looking for the rarer stuff.
Yeah.
So things like Intermountain Gevos, or like a hiring company.
You'll never find a
just going
Gevo.
to go in the first 30 minutes.
Yeah.
Hey.
I don't think you'll ever
Right.
find an Intermountain Gevo at the open houses.
Oh no, you will. You just gotta keep your eyes and ears open.
Ah.
Yeah.
Because we, especially, so a lot of people, they ask me, where do you get these models from?
Most of it is donated.
And, well, I mean, like, where do individual people buy their models from? And I tell them, they're bought, we individually go out and buy them.
Mm-hmm.
Whether it be,
From an actual shop or
from
a
an actual
convention
model
or
railroad shop online. There aren't as many model railroading stores,
Anymore.
train shops anymore. So if you find one, support them because they're not going to be there for too long.
Yep.
Really, they're
Yeah.
Because the unfortunate thing is that model railroading has kind of turned into a dying hobby.
yeah, it really has, and
Nowadays it's really
Dang.
nowadays it's really aimed at old grumpy men that are always like, these young kids, they'll never understand the days of when we used to go into work. I have a picture. Hold on a minute. I have a picture on here that I saved from. I think.
and somebody asked me as well, like, where does the club get? Like they call it a club, but where does the museum get a lot of it? A lot of the models and buildings and vehicles and structures or whatever. And I tell them, most of them are donations. We had a guy from Fresno donate about $50,000 worth of trains, track, buildings, structure.
Mm-hmm.
In our April open house,
Which I
all of that will be there.
Wow.
Yeah.
Did you see any of the
Wait,
stuff?
where are Gevos in that? Now I need to know that.
I don't know what was in that bag because I wasn't there
There's
when
a
they
bag.
or not bag, but
Boxes.
boxes. I don't know what were in the boxes.
Oh, yeah.
If there's a Gevo, it's going to be mine. If I haven't ordered my tier 4.
Why are you so interested in buying a Gevo, Josh?
Well, because this kid is a foamer over the BNSF,
oh yeah,
and he wants.
he's addicted to it.
Yes, he is.
Yes, yes I am. It's much like cocaine.
It is your cocaine, Josh. Get that right. But he wants to get. So he has a Dash 9 with the Heritage 2 scheme. He's selling his SD70 lease unit and his SD70A BNSF unit because he wants all scale trains related stuff or an Intermountain because he wants it to look realistic. And so he wants to get a Tier 4.
Yeah, scale trains, their equipment is pretty good.
Yeah, which is also why I'm buying one. But I'm buying one just because I'm just completing my set because I already have a Dash 9, I already
think I
have a
got a
Tier
freight
3,
train
and now
coming.
that's too bad. Sorry, Josh. But I also have it. So now I need the new one. basically. But I don't run it. I just like looking at it, and then I might ever sell. If I want to. I'm probably not gonna sell it, but you never know. Maybe I want a car. I'll just sell it.
We also have a member at the SPHRS who runs a lot, and I think all of his equipment is brass.
That is and brass stuff is really
brass stuff is about
that is the top of the line.
Like 4 or 5 times the cost of plastic.
Oh boy,
models.
Yeah.
Definitely, they're made of brass, and brass is
it's heavier. And
it's
also
much rare.
more,
It's more rare of a material
to
than,
work with.
Yeah, than maybe plastic or
steel or something.
Or
like tin plate, which is what Lionel used to back in the 30s and the 20s. That's what they did, which was Lionel tin plate, and that was mostly to. And they also had all those bright colors, which was mostly to appease to the wives, because they'd be walking around shopping and all that while the husband's at work and the kids at school or whatever, and they'd be like, "Oh, look at all these bright colors on these trains. Oh, I'm gonna buy this, for my kid or my husband, because he still likes trains because he's a fucking nut." But that's basically why they did that. And then after the post-war, then they were like, "Okay, we gotta get rid of this thing. Now we actually have to focus on making these things look realistic." But then MTH, under Lionel's licensing, if you need to leave, then yep, there he goes. So then MTH nowadays, you can hear the Amtrak. But now,
are you still on the?
No, he's gone. So MTH, they have under license by Lionel to recreate some of the classic Lionel template models, and it will say Lionel lines on the side because they didn't have copyright back then.
Right.
Copyright things. So.
Another thing I suggest to people when you're starting off in this hobby, if you do start off, buy cheaper stuff first.
Mm-hmm.
Don't go for the really expensive stuff, because if you end up not wanting to continue or whatever it may be, you may not really be able. I mean, sure, you'll be able to sell the model, but then you'll wasted money on something that, instead of buying maybe a scale trades model, I'd go for like a Athearn ready to roll,
or maybe
a roundhouse, or maybe a Bachmann car. And Bachmann does have some pretty good equipment. Their Silver Series is probably their best equipment.
They also have Bachmann Spectrum, which is I think not a thing anymore. The
Spectrum, they're going out of stock very quickly. Yeah. So if you ever see a Spectrum, it's most likely on eBay.
Yep.
Or somebody had it for a while.
Yeah, or it's going to be at a convention. Because I found a Caltrain F40 at the train show last year, and it was a Bachmann Spectrum, but it was the original paint scheme, so it was the Caltrans paint scheme that you now see on the cabbage units for the San Joaquins. So I picked that up immediately.
I saw a San Joaquin on my way here.
Oh, really? What was it? Was it the single level?
It was Charger at the front, yes, single level.
With the F40.
The F40 on the other end. Yeah.
The cabbage.
The cabbage unit. That's what we call them.
Yeah, because it's a baggage cab car. So that's why it's called a cabbage. It's not because it looks like a cabbage. That's just because of what it's been designed to. But Bachmann is now introduced. It's in their catalog, the Charger, now. So now you can now buy the steel dildos in HO scale. So for those of you who don't know, a lot of rail fans affectionately call the Siemens SC44 Charger steel dildos because in theory that's what they look like.
They don't look very pleasing.
They're not.
Are you sure they probably go at a faster speed?
And they're also they're also more energy efficient. They comply with Tier 4 emission standards, I think.
Okay, what the fuck is going on here?
What? We're talking about how Bachmann has introduced the Charger as an HO model in their new 2020 catalog. But yeah, so that Bachmann has now decided to do that, and they come in Amtrak Cascades, Amtrak California, Amtrak Surfliner, I believe, and then also Amtrak Midwest. And I think if I was to get one of them, I would think I'd get the Amtrak Midwest because those ones are more visually appealing to me. because I despise the way that the Amtrak California the Chargers look because of that little hood that they have, the little ramp that they have, the spoiler at the back
On
of
the
it.
end,
Yeah,
right?
and
It looks like a car with really
With a
ugly
bad- yeah.
rims.
Or like with a horrible spoiler. That's like
Yeah.
over necessary. But that's to reduce drag, air drag, because the
But
camp.
like going reverse for like a single level set.
It's not good. It just goes like. The wind just smacks against the back of it because it's
like,
They should really add like some like vents in like
Right.
on the roof so that the air when it's going that backwards and it's on the single level, it just because with the F40 it goes over the top of the F40 and then it goes down.
Right.
The air
Yeah,
goes down.
it's like it has a nose. To
Yeah.
It, you know.
Kind of think of it like a telephone, like like the old-fashioned telephone, like
Right,
the ones
yeah.
that are hooked up to a wire and you have the earpiece, or if you do like the whole telephone symbol with your hand, think of it like that. So air will go over your thumb, it'll ride along your your index finger, your middle finger, and your ring finger, but then it will hit, but it will hit your pinky finger, and it will go over it like that, which will reduce your air it will increase your air resistance, and if you want high speed trains, you need to keep your trains as aerodynamic as possible, which is what they're doing with the new Acela. Even though you don't think it looks that good. I think
No. Yeah.
Yeah, they don't.
The
yeah.
new Acela looks
new
like
Acela trains,
it looks like a Japanese.
Well, that is what they're trying to base it off of, because the Japanese have some of the most sophisticated high speed rail in the world. They were the first ones to do it.
Yeah. Not trying to,
You're gonna be racist.
talk badly about the high speed rail or whatever, but
Are you being traincist? Are you being traincist? Think of it as
traincist.
Yes, not racist, but traincist. So
Sure,
you're
a little
you're
train.
being,
Okay, I'll admit it.
you're being traincist.
I'm being traincist.
I'll make that a word on Urban Dictionary. I'll create it. Train system. When you just talk shit about trains. What were you gonna say?
But like the high speed rail is another project going on in California.
Mm-hmm.
And that's supposed to look like the Acela, I believe, like the new Acela.
I think so. Or it's gonna be something similar to
I
it.
laughed when someone told me it's going to look like the light rail.
That would be stupid. Imagine the VTA light rails traveling at like 200 miles an hour. That would look so dumb. It would be like, hey.
If that thing traveled at 200 miles an hour,
That'd be-
I could just see it breaking down 10
I'd
minutes
laugh
later.
my ass off.
10 minutes later, just ding ding, ding ding.
Yeah.
Oh, and the operator's like, oh, well,
What the hell?
ladies and gentlemen, the train broke down.
Yeah. Oh.
Or all you see is just sparks on the wire. Just
on the catenary, yeah.
It's like, well, it can't take it.
Yeah, so ladies and gentlemen, we would ask for you to please stay calm as the train has officially broken down. Thank you for your time. Please wait till fire crew can assist this. You're fucked. And,
Yeah,
oh no,
basically.
no, ladies and gentlemen, the train is caught on fire. If you're in the first car, you're going to be cooked to a crisp. No, but it's supposed to be also Caltrain is electrifying their line too. And those
Yeah,
are
a lot of
supposed-
people don't really like that either.
Yeah, I mean,
Model railroaders and rail fans, they are
yeah,
not a fan of it.
especially
Now, I
fans
believe
of the F40.
the section from Tamian to Gilroy is going to be
Nope.
Bombard.
It is.
What?
It is going to be Bombardier.
Okay, it's going to be a
It's too-
Bombardier.
it's too
It's,
sad. It's too expensive to electrify that. It's super long. I think the line from Tamian to Hollister is like Tamian to Gilroy is like half the entire length of from San Jose to San Francisco, I think. But I can look it up quickly.
it's half the.
I think so. Let me look it up here.
Here, let me look at Caltrain.
No, here I'm gonna do Google Maps. You look up the length from Tamian station to Gilroy station, and I'll look up from San Francisco to San Jose. Oops, I can't spell. Hold on, Jeff. Just talk about something.
Okay.
The
my
so
sources say
let
that
me-
there's going to keep one gallery set and 2 F40.
so that is 34 minutes, which is 33.7 miles. That is about. It's about maybe 4/5, maybe 3/4 of line from San Jose to San. Yeah, it's about.
So from San Jose to San Francisco, it's 48 miles.
So, and from Tamian, which is still in San Jose, to Gilroy, that's about 33 miles. So that is a little bit less than,
Yeah. Which is unfortunate, but it happens. It appears we're going to be going into a tunnel soon. The first, I believe, it's Tunnel 1B. No, Tunnel 18. Excuse me, not 1B. But, yeah, a lot of people that are fans of the F40, they're going to really be upset when those leave. And I think they should at least... And Metra is acquiring all of the gallery car sets that Caltrain currently runs, but I think they're not going to be acquiring their F40s because they have plenty of F40s already. The only F40s that I believe the Caltrain is going to be holding on to is going to be 920 to like 922 because
they're going to be holding on to 920 for the holiday train.
Yep, and they're going to be holding on to at least 2 galleries. Levels.
2 galleries. They're going to be holding on to their cabooses
and their flat cars.
Their flat cars, and definitely. Well, I don't know for sure, but maybe one of their switchers.
Maybe. I mean, they need to at least keep one of them, to sort things in the art. Because what if the things break down? You would expect another one to be pushing it, another EMU set to be pushing another one? No, of course you don't.
I'm not too sure, but is Caltrain using AEM 7s?
Those are going to be for testing.
Okay.
Yeah, those are for testing.
So they might. I don't know what they're going to do with those afterwards. They might put the Caltrain logo on it. They might put just JPBX.
I think
whatever they do with that, I
think
hope
after
they don't use those for actual service.
That'd be interesting. Imagine seeing that with a gallery car consist. he's doing a fake vomit. Yeah. I could actually make that a reality. Just transcend.
My guess is those AM
Yeah.
things are going to be the replacement for 504 or 504.
I don't know. Those AEM. I don't know how powerful those AEM 7s are horsepower wise, but the SW 1500s, they're powerful little guys. That's why they've been using them for.
They use them for the Acela, don't they? No, they don't. Sorry, no, not the Acela. They used to use them. I don't remember where. I don't know if they still do.
Amtrak?
Yeah, I think Amtrak.
I think they occasionally use them like for switching duties.
Or
like
maybe they
yards.
use them on the northeast corridor. I'm not too sure.
SWs?
Up northeast.
I know they do that for like switching duties.
Maybe
but nowadays,
switching as well.
But nowadays they normally use the GE dash the dash 8 P32s or whatever they're called.
Okay.
The Pepsi cans, as they're affectionately called.
Pepsi.
Now that's what the original paint scheme that they had. They looked like Pepsi cans. That's what they're real fans affectionately call them, Pepsi cans. They use those for switching duties nowadays. So yes, you'll occasionally see them on like trailing a P42, but you'll rarely see them leading a train because they had some kind of head end power problem. I don't remember what it is, but it's something. But normally you'll just see them doing switching duties around the yard, sorting coaches, and preparing the auto rack train.
Yeah.
So yeah. Or like towing an injured. And when there was the floods that happened in the LA area, Amtrak California sent its 2 P32-8 P32s, whatever the fuck they're called, Pepsi cans. They sent their 2 Pepsi cans down to LA with like 10 California cars to like assist in the transportation of people. Yeah, but nowadays they just sit in the yard doing nothing.
Trying to think of other things about the SB Charters.
We can talk about some of the members.
Members. Yeah, so we have we try to create railroad operations like they act on the real railroad. So we try, not to mess with our trains like they're toys on the layout, especially in front of the public. We try to make, you know, our scenery look like a specific time period, because we are actually a non-profit organization, and
they're not funded by anybody.
we
except
are given tax
Don-
deductibles, or for
donations,
whatever they're called. We have a different set of laws that we have to follow because we are
a nonprofit.
a non-profit.
The only profit you guys ever get is from the train shows or from donations.
The only really money that we pay
from
to
memberships,
others
yeah.
is if they like reimburse for something. So
Yeah.
someone donates something to the club or buys something, we pay them back.
Mm-hmm.
Like we have a kitchen in the museum. If somebody buys water bottles or some sort of refreshment, we send them. We give them money for that.
Yeah.
We reimburse for them. One of the things also is.
Oh, we're about to go over the Auburn Viaduct.
One of the other things is I feel like most of the corporate members there, they came to power. Corporate members have power in that club, museum, whatever.
Yeah.
So
It's kind of like stockholders.
it's
like,
kind
with a business.
of like a country, but only the congressmen really have the power.
Yeah, there's no president
Or like the
whatever.
state, but only the congressmen really have the power, and the president is just like, okay, you guys want to do this? All right.
He's
we'll
like the
sign up."
spokesperson. It's kind of like the Queen of England. She's just a spokesperson.
Right.
She has no real power. That's all up to Parliament and the Prime Minister.
Right.
She's just there to be old and look nice and be like, I declare these Olympic Games officially open. I'm gonna light a torch and jump out of an airplane with the guy who plays James Bond from Skyfall.
Yeah.
But yeah, but also a majority, like 99% of all the corporate members are guys who were founded the club.
No, not even that.
Really?
The majority of people that founded the club, they're actually, I don't want to say this,
Honorary members?
they kind of passed away.
So
There's a few left, but the ones that are left, they show up, but they don't really,
they just
they're
sit
not-
around and talk.
Yeah, they don't like really actively. They're not a part of the board or whatever.
Yeah, or they don't run their trains. Look wherever the Auburn. There's Interstate 80.
Yeah.
Now where's that? Oh, it's gone. The courthouse is not there.
It would be like right there somewhere.
On a hill. So it'd probably be here. I think.
Actually, is that it? No, okay.
Right.
It'd be somewhere there, though. Yeah, Placer County.
But yeah.
Another thing, though, like the people there, if you have money, you're kind of respected. Like I'll give you a very basic example. I bought in the International Rail Fair a couple of years ago, which happens in Roseville. I bought at that show. I bought a brass UP passenger car for my excursion, my officer.
Is this
special.
the dome one?
No, this is the brass one. It's the only brass car I have.
I don't think you've ever pointed that out before.
I
I don't think you ever have. You've never pointed out to me.
The
like,
next time you're down,
Yeah.
I'll bring that train. So
Yeah.
yes. But anyway, when I came back to the museum with that car,
and you were ready to put it on the tracks and see how it ran.
everybody kind of like I don't want to say they like respect me or oh wow, look,
He's got a. Oh my god.
but
he's
like
got a
they all kind of stayed quiet. They didn't really. I'm not saying that they're gonna shit on you if you don't have brass, but they're kind of like they kind of see that as a sign that you
Or like wealthy.
yeah. Whereas in reality, I got that car for $80.
Which is a very good deal for
And
something
that
that's brass.
car, I mean, it didn't have detail in it. I added detail with a friend. I added detail with that, and when I added detail, it looked like an actual car.
Was it already painted?
It was already painted.
It was already painted, so it already had.
And it wasn't a Coach Limited or Overland model. It was Soho.
Never heard of Soho. Sounds like a Japanese company.
And it was a lounge. That car was a
A dome lounge.
no, it was a yeah, me actually. Yeah, I think it was a dorm lounge.
Dome. Not dorm.
Oh, no, it wasn't a dome lounge.
Okay.
It didn't have a dome.
It didn't have like one of. It didn't have. Hold on. It didn't have like. It'll show up here eventually.
Yeah, but
Just says yeah.
No, it didn't have a dome. It was a it was a Soho car, or it is a Soho car.
So it didn't have that.
It did no, it did not have that.
Okay.
But anyway, that was a sign for me to kind of say, okay, well, if they're only going to, value me for like what material I have, what like
products
brass,
I buy, yeah.
like the very superior products, and that just tells me all they really care about is money and.
Mm-hmm.
yeah,
There are a couple of members in that club who are millions of dollars rich, and we have an example. I'll give an example. David, he's this older guy. He's still relatively young compared to everybody else, but
He's like a middle-aged man.
he's like in his mid-50s, maybe
middle-aged.
early 60s. He joined maybe 3 years after me, and he's already a board member only because
He's wealthy.
they realize that they can use his contributions.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I'm not saying that's a bad thing, but I feel like the people that have been at the club longer should be given some sort of at least advantage, benefit.
Mm-hmm.
There are some people that have been at that club since the year 2000,
And they're
2001.
and they're like nothing. They're just members, and that's it.
Well, there are some that are corporate.
Yeah.
But really, the way that club is they don't care about how long you've been there. What they really care about is how much effort you put into the club. So if you frequently show up there, if you do all kinds of work, if you, demonstrate leadership, whatever it may be, they're going to say, okay, you're a good fit for us.
Yeah.
We have another member, Giovanni. When he turned 21, they automatically gave him a key. Not trying to say, I don't feel jealous at all. I don't really care that they made him a corporate member. What I'm trying to say is they're looking for people that just are willing to
Maintain the seriousness.
maintain their standard for the club, for the museum. They want like as I said in the first reason, they want the teenagers, the younger crowd, to act like
They're 50.
Well, act like as if this is a civilized order, kind of thing.
Yeah.
Whereas in reality, there's no sort of professionalism there.
Yeah.
It's just casual. Nobody has ever put on a suit and came there, except for the mayor. But
The mayor of Santa Clara was there once?
they came there for a community college event party. Yeah, we had the mayor.
The mayor of Santa Clara.
Mayor of Santa Clara, the entire city council, and we had one state representative.
Here, come take a look at our... I know this isn't related to your business, but here, look at the trains. That looks pretty nice.
And
Let me sponsor you.
they did that event as a banquet in the museum room.
Okay, so in the
It was just
where
a
the big
rental.
TV is.
The city asked if they can use our space.
Yeah, use
to
a
do
historical building that's full of train-related
And
memorabilia.
I went in there just to see. It was pretty nice.
Very nice banquet. They cleared. I'm assuming I'm assuming they moved a bunch of the stuff.
They put a
off to
lot
the
of
side.
tables down. They put nice cloth, a red cloth, white cloth.
It's like this. It's like the.
I think they had food catered there. I didn't really. I didn't stay there for too long. They had trains running, but the person who put that event up, they had done a lot of work to try to get city and the county to provide free college for community college for
People, citizens.
students
Yeah.
in the county. They started this. They started this thing that's new, and I was in the January meeting, so I know. They had this event. They have this new event called Story Time, and I know this doesn't pertain to the older guys, but there was this one lady. She came in and she's like, I think it'd be great to have like a story time Saturday, like after the club is closed, and then maybe have some people run trains while that's happening, so kids, listen to. It's like a library, but in a setting of
Trains.
train themed room, because a lot of
There's
the
plenty of books in
younger
the library
kids,
that
they
have stories
like-
too.
they like
Trains.
trains.
Well,
yes.
because it's all because of Thomas the Tank Engine. The reason why I got into trains is because of Thomas the Tank Engine. I
Right.
wish I had a photo of Thomas.
Why?
There's a picture in my house of A Day Out with Thomas.
No, my dad's leaving.
What'd you say? What did you say?
My dad's leaving and my stepdad's divorce got me because I always pass attached leaves on the path and I would just see these freight trains there and just kind of look at them like a scapegoat. So like escape from what the reality was.
So before his parents divorced, he would be going to Tehachapi, past Tehachapi a lot, and he'd be seeing the freight trains going past it.
So by that time, my dad that takes care of me right now was freshly divorced from his ex,
Mm-hmm.
and he had to go down there where she lived and pick up his pigs to bring them back up here.
Mm-hmm.
And I would just see these freight trains go through there and be like, "Oh, what's going on?" And so I just keep on seeing them over and over and over again. And my real father wasn't really there, and he couldn't he wasn't taking care of me. So I'm just like, shit. And so my grandparents took care of me a lot, and the train tracks were like 100 feet from their house.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm just like, well, in my little mind, I'm just like, well, I like this. And everyone figure out that I like that real fast. So basically, that's the story of how I got into it.
I can open up a window. It's getting hot in here, even with two warm bodies in here. I'm already getting hot because I overheat faster than people.
Yeah.
Also wearing pants. Oh, that feels nice.
Yeah, that's how I got into trains.
But no, there's like like I was saying before Josh interrupted me. I have a picture there's a picture somewhere in my house of my mom, my sister, and I. And this was during like 2003 or 2004, and my dad was in Iraq because of Operation Iraqi Freedom. And my mom decided to take me and my sister out to Roaring Camp Railroads because they had a day out with Thomas going on.
Oh, that.
And I'm 3 years old and I love Thomas, but then when I see him in person, I'm like, oh shit, he's terrifying as hell. He's so big. And so yeah, I didn't look happy in the picture. Of course, I'm also 3, so you're really tiny. It's like mascots, how little kids don't like mascots.
Yeah.
Like that. But now Thomas talks. It's really creepy too. He's like, "Hello, I'm Thomas. Let me bite your head off."
Actually, at the
His mouth
SBHRS,
talks too.
at the SBHRS, in the HO layout, we do have a model,
A Bachman
a
Thomas.
Bachman model of Thomas.
But he just sits there and does
We
nothing.
only run him though if kids are want to see it.
Yeah.
Or if there are a lot of kids around, then
Yeah.
maybe we'll run it. But
Yeah.
otherwise, we tend to just
He just sits there and just collects
Yeah.
dust.
kind of.
Yeah, he just getting hot or
No,
what?
I'm just gonna put that.
Anchor, do you
Just
know
have
how
to hold
I
it.
would just like do my own little thing before?
What?
Anchor, you know when I just like do my own thing before and
You need to speak up.
You need to speak up a little louder. I cannot hear anything.
Okay, is this loud enough?
No.
No.
Is this loud enough?
Hold on, I have a better idea. Hold on. What I'm gonna do?
And just start swimming?
You're just like, I gotta go, guys. Oh, the cops are at
No, you just hear me get into the car with my dad. I'm like dry.
All right, hold on. I need to do a clap again. 3, 2, 1. Okay, we have fixed Josh. I need to.
Yay!
I need to slow down here. We're in Bowman, wherever hell Bowman is.
That's just north of Auburn. It's right before Colfax, I believe.
Yeah.
Did you get that on recording or no?
What, the whole siren problem?
Yeah.
Yeah, I did.
Is that good?
Okay, so for context, so Josh says that Josh could see EMS and they had their sirens on, and Josh says, "Oh, the police are coming for me." And then all of a sudden, we hear sirens, and I thought for sure he was gonna get caught by the police and arrested for trespassing.
I was like, well, it's your last time to see Niles.
Yeah, last time to see a steam train for a long time. Josh Bratton, you've hereby been sentenced guilty for trespassing on train tracks. 5 years. No, they'd probably put him in there for a year. I don't know.
I don't know what the punishments.
I don't know exactly what the maximum punishment for trespassing is.
Probably just a fine.
I don't know. Hey Siri, what is the maximum sentence for trespassing?
Okay, I found this on the web for what is the
Alright, let's see here. Jail. Potential jail sentences for most trespassing convictions range from several days to several months in jail. However, some states allow up to a year or more in jail for most serious trespassing crimes. So if you trespassed onto the White House lawn, you'd be in there for like 5 years.
But,
So hey,
like,
it's better to trespass train tracks than the White House.
like this. How? What do you think my punishment would be?
I don't think we can see what you're doing.
Yeah, we can't.
Next train track.
Have you walked on the train tracks?
No.
Okay, then I think you're good. As long as you're not on the ballast or on the actual tracks, like I do.
No.
Okay, for disclosure, I don't stay on the train tracks. I just cross them.
Yeah.
Except for that one time I climbed onto a stack train and took a picture that you have pictures of.
Yeah. Why is it sending me this? Okay.
What?
I don't know.
But it says here, trespassing fines vary widely. From a few $100s to as much as $4,000.
Jesus.
That is a bit.
Yeah.
That's a bit ridiculous. But yeah. But you know what I find kind of strange here? So if I go to the website for the club,
Mhm.
it says in the About Us, the South Bay Historical Railroad Society offers something for old and young alike. Where I think it's more based for old people. And also
The only young people there are people like me and Josh
and Noah.
like
and
when they
Shy.
say young, I don't really know.
Speaking of which, story time at the speech.
Right?
Yeah, that's the new event they're doing.
A new program, as they're calling it.
Oh, we got caught program. They're nice.
Geared toward
White
children
fellas.
under the age of 8, their friends and siblings must be accompanied by a parent or a caretaker.
That will, yeah, I mean, of course. We're not just gonna let 4-year-olds running around by themselves.
It's between 10:30 a.m. and 11 a.m.
Oh, really? They changed the time? Wait.
Yeah.
Oh, so they're doing it for, Heather Dunphy.
Who the fuck is Heather?
She's the woman that wanted to volunteer to do this.
Ah.
She's the one that's gonna read the story.
We're going to tell you about the story of Casey Jones. He died.
We're gonna tell you the story about Bill Cosby.
No,
if they ever told a group of 4-year-olds or 5-year-olds that, oh.
Star Wars confirms Palpatine
There we
was a
go.
clone in The Rise of Skywalker. Oh boy.
Or no, they should tell the story about Jared Fogle.
Yeah, Jared from Subway. Nice. Nice one. Remember Jared from Subway? Yes. Oh my god, so.
Yeah, he's the one who lost weight.
Yeah, but also did some.
See, he lost weight at Subway to do what he did that ended up in jail. that got him in jail. That's why he wanted to lose the weight. So he doesn't crush the kids. While he's...
Smashing.
Yeah.
I thought it was if he wanted to sit on it. Oh, I think Josh is just getting it.
Huh?
What, Josh?
Hello?
What the fuck is this?
What?
Smash.
All I heard was smash, question mark.
I think he's asking he smashed.
Oh, yeah, he raped children. I don't think I can...
I think they were actually 10, 11, 12-year-olds. They were like close to teenagers.
Children.
They weren't like...
Adolescents.
Yeah. Which, I mean... Well, he's the next, pedophile on the street.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, wait, we can't see from here.
What?
Nothing, no.
Oh, no.
I was gonna see. I thought
God.
Thought I heard what?
I heard something. I was
Like a train?
Yeah, but why do I have these on? But you can't see it regardless.
Yeah, you can't, because there's a damn wall in the way. That has somebody's initials, too.
Have some what?
There's somebody's initials right here. See them?
F.
EJ,
Oh,
EJR, and FDH.
I thought I said FDA. I was about to say
Fuck, dick,
fuck, dick, and ass. FBA. Fuck, boobs, and ass.
Oh, yeah.
No. What's another part of a woman's body that men like? Boobs, tit, or ass?
Boobs and tits are the same thing.
I know, that's why I said... No, I wasn't sure to say boobs or tits. Tits and
Knockers.
ass, what else? What?
Knockers.
Knockers.
That's another word. For
Oh,
boobs.
that's another word?
Yeah, for boobs.
Oh, I only know boobs and tits.
Well, now you know knockers. Also booters and...
Oh, yeah, you know what? I need to go to
Oh,
Hooters.
wait, wait,
No, I'm joking.
I need to go to Hooters sometime. Well, welcome to Hooters. Do you like my busty tits? I should not be saying this because my neighbors are female. Whoops. Sorry.
Yeah, you can hear us all right.
Sorry.
Ah!
What was that, Josh? I just heard Josh scream. Just sorry. Ah! God damn it. What are you
doing?
What are you yelling about, man? You just get my...
Oh, I got a train coming. No, wait, it's a high rail coming. Should I film this or not?
Yes.
Yes, if it's BNSF, you gotta act like a homer. Oh, wait.
Whip out your dick and start checking off while they go past. Or no. Pull down your pants and moon them.
No, or do.
Yes, the Michael Reardon.
Wait, I'm gonna find that video.
No, let me do it. Oh no, I don't want to. Okay, let me do it here.
Oh, wait.
Because I have immediate access to it.
Police coming for me. Police coming.
Oh, I just turned it off. Whoops. Hold on.
I cannot get
You're dropping everything. Get off my bed. Oh my god.
Oh.
What were you watching?
What?
Wait, hold on, let me.
What was that? What was the
What
question?
did you say again?
Are you asking what we were watching?
You don't want to know.
You don't want to know.
Is that a long time?
Yeah, pretty much.
It's gonna embarrass somebody at the club really
Yeah.
bad.
Oh, it's recording.
Well, wait, play that one clip from Fullerton.
The-
Hey, Brian, from my Fullerton.
Oh,
No, I can't. Because I won't be able to find it.
You want me to go to the video and tell you what time mark it is, or no?
Sure. Oh, are you talking about POW?
No, I'm not talking about PAL. I'm talking about...
No, didn't mean to take a picture. How did he not?
He looks so stoned. That's Gabe. He looks so stoned.
Oh, and
I don't even know how he's able to sleep like that.
You don't know what?
I don't even know how he's able to do that.
Just he looks so stoned.
Wait, actually, hold on. Didn't you send me another?
Huh?
There's an entire fucking work train going through Niles right now.
Really?
Yeah, about to go through
Oh
Niles.
yeah, this is what you
You got
sent me the other day.
Oh yeah, I did that. I did send you that. That was fucked up. Instead of
I
those,
just
like,
want to stand by Lou's car.
Oh yeah, this one too.
yeah, that's the horse on the tracks.
I could actually post this on my story. He wouldn't know.
You could post it where?
On my story, he wouldn't know.
Do it.
I wouldn't do it.
Just put the horse on the tracks too.
Wait, who put the horse on the track?
What? Are you just looking at that? So there was where I film my trains. There's homeless people, and they had a stuffed horse. And this was a big stuffed horse. So what I decided to do was I decided to put it on the tracks one day. I came back the next day and it was gone.
The homeless people probably grabbed it as a pillow.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
Like,
Probably
yeah.
need like, oh, we need a pillow.
What?
We need a pillow. That's probably what they're doing.
Yeah.
Oh.
Oh, that was amazing. We're still in tunnels and all that.
But
Does that sound realistic to you?
The very end, no, but the other parts kind of.
It kind of sounds realistic.
They sound okay. They sound better than other things I've heard on train simulators. And stuff.
Yeah.
default horn.
What about default horn?
Oh,
Oh yeah,
that one's kind of bad.
the default SD40-2 horn is pretty bad. But yeah. But also some of the members. I'm gonna get back to the club. Some of the members just are too much, I think, for the club.
When you say too much, what do you mean?
Well, one of them being Patrick.
Yeah.
Patrick, he acts like because he's there frequently, he is able to kind of hold everything together.
Yeah.
In reality is not exactly. I mean, sure, maybe he's good at certain things.
Mm-hmm.
He never really treated me like a dick, but I know.
No, he doesn't. He respects me. He doesn't respect Gabe. He just thinks Gabe's an asshole, like an idiot.
Yeah, okay, Gabe, I thought he's not as bad as Patrick. There's certain things I don't like about him.
Patrick. What about Gabe or Patrick?
About Gabe.
Okay, yeah. I mean, that too. I mean, Gabe farts a lot when he sleeps.
Really?
Yeah. Sorry, Gabe, but it's true.
Like, actually farts, or like just silent ones and you can smell it?
No, I can hear it.
Are you gonna let him stay here again?
If he has a butt plug in. I'll make him put it in. I'll be like, I bought you a butt plug. Keep this in your ass tonight. I don't want to feel it. I don't want to hear it.
Wait, are his farts, like, can you feel it?
No, I mean, I'm right here. He's over there.
Oh,
I can't
okay.
exactly feel the pressure.
Huh?
I can't feel the pressure change.
Okay, that's good.
Thankfully, they're not like killers. They don't smell bad. But
Oh,
Okay, y'all know who
Farts, it's
Patrick
not
hates
bad.
the most?
yeah,
worse.
especially in the bathroom over here. Some of the guys have the
What are you
worst.
talking-
What?
What are you talking about?
We're talking about farts.
What is this?
It's been recorded the entire time. We're talking about farts. But no, some of the guys that live in the dorm with me, I don't know what it is that they're eating, but they just have horrible gas. It smells so bad. That it's like
just.
it's,
That's
no,
all it is.
No, it's more like a.
Wow.
Hold on a minute. Hold on. I need a shave, so it feels weird putting my hand with this. Ready, Josh? I can't do it. You're laughing.
All right.
got lightheaded. But anyway, so like Patrick, you say he's now. There was a time when Patrick was a train master, but because he's now under the age of 18, he is no longer one. And also, he got demoted because he kept shouting at everybody too. Is what you were. It's what I hear from you.
They kind of just kicked him out kicked him off of Trainmaster because, he would yell at people, whereas instead of being,
Calm.
and explaining people, he would just be like,
Josh, get your train
now!
off. Yeah.
Kind of thing.
He'd be like,
And
Josh,
when
get
I
your train
asked-
off now.
When I asked him, I'm like, so I went around with him on the layout once just to see how he acts. And literally nobody listened to him
And then even
until he yelled at them.
yeah.
And Noah is another one. You know what? Okay, let me say this, alright? I'm not trying to shit on Noah, but a lot of the rules became part.
Because of him. I mean, he's the one that caused the infamous 1943 crash. That happened on. I still have the picture.
I've told him certain times to be,
Here it is. It happened on June 16th, 2018. The infamous at 1:02 p.m. The infamous 1943 incident with Josh's lease unit on the back.
and he doesn't listen whenever. Oh yeah, I've seen that picture before.
Many a times.
Whenever, he never listens to anybody.
Yeah.
Is that you at Santa Clara?
Yeah, it's me. I said, hit me. And then...
Pay for my college tuition.
There you go. And
I
then-
think after that you're gonna be dead.
Yeah, and then this incident here, that was Michael Reardon's train there, right there. And that was Ed's.
And you know what? I'm gonna say this: if the club has to kick out somebody, they need to kick him out. One time he came to the club, and it was like 2:45.
Mhm.
I'm not a corporate member, so I wasn't really running or anything. But he's like, "Oh, my dad's a corporate member. Can I run?" And everyone told him, "Nope, nope." And I think they made a mistake by giving his parents. Both of his parents are corporate members. I think.
Alright. But I have this in an amazing shot. That's a good shot, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. That's my best shot I've ever taken with a camera, I think. Of anything. I also have this. But then here's that little speeder.
Okay, I'm
Is
back.
that yesterday?
work train
No,
No, that
just
was
passed-
yesterday.
that work train just passed me.
What?
The subway train just passed me.
An MOW did?
Yeah,
I made its way past him. What
Oh,
company?
UP.
Oh, cool. UP.
They came off the main.
Oh.
So I'm ready for the parade of freight.
Alright.
Or a freight. Now, I think that's what's been holding up on my action here.
Mm-hmm.
They were heading towards Warm
Modesto.
Springs.
Nice.
They were
Alright.
heading towards Warm Springs.
Alright.
And
Hey, here's that snake I was talking about.
Wow.
Yeah, it's just a garden. Just
I actually know somebody who's frightened
What?
of snakes. I know someone who's
has snake phobia, or
yeah.
whatever the hell it's called. Yeah.
uh,
I also
But
saw
yeah.
a Tesla broken into. Ooh, Jesus, in San Francisco.
A Tesla broken into.
Yeah, I know. Isn't that interesting? And also Chewbacca.
Wait, what broke into?
Wow.
Yeah.
What?
I was in San Francisco during Pride Week with
Yeah.
Gabe, and we saw a nude woman walking down the street.
Mm-hmm. You're gonna see that there.
Yeah. And,
San Francisco is the place of the unexpected. That's all I'm gonna say.
First time I ever saw
I'll
it.
leave
Yeah.
it there.
But we're walking back to the train station, and what happened was that we saw a Tesla broken into. So that
Was it on 4th or?
It was on Embarcadero, I think.
Oh wow.
It's where like.
Oh, Embarcadero's like the good parts of San Francisco.
Yeah, it's the touristy area. But
Some homeless guy just wanted to.
yeah, we just saw it broken into.
He just wanted to get into it, like
Tesla.
rip it open.
Fuck you, Elon Musk. He wanted the big iPad in the front.
Yeah.
No, literally, those
You're
screens
like-
are the size of 2 iPads put on side, like this. Imagine another one on top of it.
Yeah.
That's
I saw a guy controlling it from because I was stopped at a red light and he was next to me.
touching it and all
And
that.
he was touching it and he could like open a window and
Could you imagine if you could watch porn on that screen?
I wouldn't want to watch porn.
You shouldn't. You shouldn't be jacking off either. You get arrested for that.
Jacking off while driving?
You could get a fine for masturbating while driving. If they suspect
Who's even who is watching you doing that anyway?
cops. But the question is, why are you doing it in the first place? Are you a porn star or something? I need to get ready for the girl I'm about to fuck on my porn shoot here. Do you realize? Oh, okay, you are doing something you shouldn't be doing. But I'm a porn star, officer. That still doesn't.
I got a cooler job than you.
I get to fuck chicks all day long, buddy. What do you get to do? Stop bad boys from justice. Like you. Like you
No.
son of a bitch.
You go around and just shoot people.
Okay, that's a very stereotypical police. Stay back! Pew! I wonder, hold on. Fuck. Oh, I almost came back. Can you grab that?
Yeah.
Thank you. That'll annoy the shit out of them. Fuck you, team members.
We just throw
Okay,
back.
just see that? We have a ball. This is a board we got. This is what we have. What is the word? This is what we have. I forget what the word is. Oh well. You know the word I'm probably talking about. How far are we to Colfax? Almost there. Let us see here. Ooh.
Alright, so are we still?
What? Oh, we're almost there.
We're always gonna get going soon. So
Okay, we'll be.
whenever we're done, we'll get.
Yeah.
Yeah, I should probably. That's right.
What time is it?
Mm.
When did you leave? 4? Ish? Oh, like 3.
What?
You know, we were around like 3:30.
I'll probably leave in like half an hour.
All right.
Or maybe 15 minutes.
Yeah. Okay. All right. So I think we already have a lot of good material already.
Yeah.
Oh. We're squealing. Hey, you know what? Fuck this. This is how I always end my podcast. We just go full 100 and see if we can derail the train. But I think because we're going uphill, that's not going to happen. I don't know. 2 SD70s, one of them being something that it's something we dream about, but we never want to see.
Right.
A heritage unit having like a derailment or like crashing.
Mhm. It's something that, rail fans like heritage units. So
Yeah.
if they see one, they
Go nuts.
they basically go, woo!
Ooh la la! What was that noise? Oh.
What?
Ow. Sorry.
Ow.
Jesus.
I don't know. Foamers make all.
Josh, are you still there? Oh no, he's gone. Josh's probably recording a train right now, but whatever. What were you saying about foamers?
They go crazy.
They're a weird breed.
They go crazy even over a highway road truck.
Yeah, it's like, oh, high road truck. Ah! You go nuts. It's insane. It's also obnoxious. And then the people that cheer and like, oh my god, I need to jack off to this.
Oh my god!
Fuck me.
Fuck me!
I'm horny. I'm horny, come over.
I've literally gotten messages from all over the areas.
What?
Like I've seen people texting other people. It's
And
weird.
then it's like, I need your dick in my ass right now. It's like, I'm gonna look away from your texting.
What?
Hey, who you texting, man? Oh, my girlfriend. She wants my dick in her ass. What? I've had somebody tell me that before. I'm like, huh. I'm like, I'm gonna go. You have a good time, but I'm gonna go. What the fuck? Yeah. I don't think we're gonna derail, but if we can get to Colfax within 15 minutes, I think we'll be alright. But yeah. So I think we did cover a lot of good stuff.
We
on there.
definitely covered a lot of useful information.
Yeah. What do you think about Owen?
Owen?
Yeah, Owen. What do you think about him? He's a good guy.
Oh, Owen's great.
He is a very reliable. He's
cool.
responsible too.
He actually, I could see him being a corporate member.
Yeah,
when
I think he'd be a good
the
idea.
time comes.
Mhm.
Especially one thing that, lastly, the one thing this club really lacks, that this museum or organization,
The society.
is a succession.
Mhm.
A lot of the members are older, and
Yeah.
they're going to start having issues, health issues. They're going to start having other things
Health,
to take care about, or to take care of, and they may not be able to come down as often. And I mean, again, there are some members there that are really healthy. There
Yeah.
are some that are
Not.
not at all.
Yeah. And then there are just members who are just straight out of their minds.
Yeah.
A little insane, but oh well. But yeah. Like Noah and Patrick.
I would
I'd
say no. No, see, Patrick, he knows what he's doing,
even if
but
he
he acts like a dick
Yeah,
about it.
yeah.
Noah just completely does not know what he's doing.
Yeah.
He acts all over the place.
Mm-hmm.
Like, there have been times where I'll tell him, "Hey, don't touch other people's equipment." He's like, "Hey, can I run this?" I was like,
No.
it's not yours."
Yeah. I'm the train master, and I tell you.
Well, I mean, it's not only to me,
Yeah.
but it's to anyone.
Yeah.
He could ask anyone. He derailed into Joe one time, and
Yeah.
Joe was like,
What the fuck, dude?
yeah, basically.
And it was and Noah ran into a Santa Fe manifest on.
He's probably had the most accidents out of
Yeah.
because he never pays attention.
Mm-hmm.
And when he stops, he
Doesn't say anything.
he's like he doesn't do he's just like, only after I get around to see, oh hey, Noah, did you stop? Yes. Why didn't you tell me?
Yeah.
He doesn't inform people, and that's why I'm saying with Noah, one big thing is parents. His parents are just doing whatever over here. They're just drinking coffee, or they're on their iPad doing something, or whatever. They don't know what they're doing.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. They don't know what he's doing too either.
They don't know what he's doing either, and they don't understand what
Brian,
he's
can you hear me
doing
now?
that's hurting.
What, Josh?
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay, so I just heard an Amtrak horn,
Mm-hmm.
and I have to go. Oh, here comes the Siemens dildo.
All right. That's fine. I think he left. But yeah, so but also some of the younger kids like Shy. He's pretty laid back, relaxed.
Shy loves to argue a lot.
Yeah, he's an arguer.
And even though, and he's kind of a stubborn guy,
Mm-hmm.
but he's not as bad as Noah.
Yeah, and then there's Michael.
Honestly, who? Oh, Michael Reardon?
Yeah. You can't take him seriously anymore.
I don't know what to tell that kid. Sorry that girl rejected you.
That's what the screaming was about.
And Joey is another guy that's mature over there at that club. I know he quit. Huh?
Here's Colfax. But the station's there this time.
Oh.
So if you were like Amtrak, you would have to back up, which is kind of weird. See, there's a station there.
So
So the Zephyr would have to like back up into there or something. But now it's there. But see, it kind of looks very similar. Because there's the freight depot right there.
there's the depot.
Yeah.
And remember, this used to be a part. That's
Yeah.
where we parked yesterday.
Yeah. But that's the freight depot, which is too far away. It's supposed to be like here. But yeah, all right. I think so. We made it to Colfax, which was our destination. So let's just do that. Set her down, and she's gonna emergency brake. And we're gonna end this video here, guys. Thank you very much for joining us. Thank you, Ankur, for joining me and Josh on this special video. And if you enjoyed this video, please hit that like button and also hit subscribe if you're new. And also hit that notification bell if you want to see when we upload another video about trains in the future. But thank you very much for joining us, and we will see you guys in the next one. Bye-bye!